What is .NET Framework? .NET Framework is a software development platform developed by Microsoft. It provides a large class library called the Framework Class Library (FCL) and a runtime environment called the Common Language Runtime. It supports multiple programming languages and provides tools and libraries to build and run applications. What are the differences between .NET Framework, .NET Core, and .NET 5 or 6? The .NET Framework is the original implementation that runs primarily on Windows. .NET Core is a cross-platform, open-source version of .NET designed for modern app development. .NET 5 or 6 is a unified platform that combines the best of .NET Framework and .NET Core, providing a single platform for all types of applications. Explain the concept of managed code. Managed code is the code that is executed by the CLR, which provides services such as garbage collection, type safety, and exception handling. This allows developers to write safer and more reliable code. What is the difference between value steps and reference steps in C Sharp? Value types are stored on stack and hold the actual data, while the reference types are stored on the heap and holds the reference to the data. This affects how they are accessed and managed in memory. What is dependency injection and how it is implemented? .NET. Dependency injection is a design pattern that allows for the creation of dependent objects outside of the class and provides those objects to a class in .NET. It is implemented using built-in dependency injection containers, especially in .NET Core. What are async and await in C Sharp? Async and await are keywords used for synchronous programming in C Sharp. They allow methods to run asynchronously without blocking the main thread, improving the responsiveness of applications. What is Entity Framework and what are its advantages? Entity Framework is the object relational mapper for .NET, which simplifies data access by allowing developers to work with database using .NET objects. It reduces the need for boilerplate code and provides a more intuitive way to interact the data. What are the common HTTP status codes and their meanings in the ASP.NET applications? Common HTTP status codes include 200 OK for successful requests, 400 for not found for resources that cannot be located, and 500 internal server for server-side errors. How do you handle exception in .NET applications? Exceptions can be handled by using try-catch blocks where specific exceptions are caught and handled. Additionally, global exception handling can be implemented in the ASP.NET applications to manage and handle exceptions globally. Abstraction is an OOPS principle that hides complex implementation details and exposes only the necessary feature of an object. Interface in C# is a context that defines set of methods and properties that implementing classes must provide. Execute scalar, a method in the .NET that executes query and returns single value from the database. Namespace, a way to organize code into logical groups and to prevent naming conflicts in large products. Clone method that creates a copy of an object typically implemented via the iClone interface in .NET. Copy to method, a method that copies the elements of array or collection to another array starting at a particular index. Serialization, the process of converting object an object into format that can be easily stored or transmitted. Example, JSON or XML. Collections such as array list in a table that can store any type of object but lacks text safety. This non-generic collections. A non-generic collection has table, a non-generic collection that store key value pairs and provides fast lookup based on the key. Sorted list, a collection that store key value pair in sorted order by the key. Duplicate of strings, as is the coding, like creating multiple copies of string, which leads to memory efficiency due to immutable of strings in .NET. Discuss is in the coding. Inheritance, a new principle that allows a class to inherit properties and methods from one class. Thought salary is a common SQL query interview question to find the highest value from the table. ADO.NET, a data technology in .NET framework for interacting with databases. Store procedure and function. Redefine SQL that can be saved and reused, often used to encapsulate complex queries or operations. Seal keyword. A keyword in C# that prevents a class from being inherited. String and string builder. String is immutable, meaning it cannot be changed once created. String builder is mutable and allows for a more efficient string manipulations. Microsoft Azure, a cloud computing platform by Microsoft offering a wide range of services such as VM databases and AI. Delete, truncate, and drop. SQL commands where delete removes rows. Truncate removes all rows but keeps structure. And drops removes the entire table. Reverse of a string. Reversing the characters in string often using loops or built-in functions. This is the coding also. Design pattern, a general useful solution to common problem in software design. Singleton factory observer. This is the coding for a reverse of a string. You can see here the value changes. Original string dot length get written 13 and string dot this int get written is 100. I value 2. Original is hello world and original dot length is 13. I value is 12 and the string dot length is 13. Now I value 13. It'll see. I value it didn't come. No, so it came like this. Reverse is it will assign this value to reverse. Output. Another is a duplicate of strings. Like this value scheme 0, 72, 1, 101 E, and second not 8 up to 12, 33. Duplicate of the array. Not sure this not game.